All right. Today we are going to read Creed Baker lore. You know, this game right here. So if you go to my channel right here, thank you for everyone who subscribed, by the way, and you go to posts, I have this link, right? You click it and you have the Trello of Project Creed Baker right here. It got all the guns. It has my gun, you know, the red LMG. I love this fucking, yeah, right here. I fucking love this. This thing's a fucking beauty. Holy shit, this is my fault. Anyways, and you know, there's guns, secondaries, this, just information, melee equipment, also the classes, the skill decks, field, the merc, anomalies, the creatures themselves, and the maps, and then the updates to the Trello itself. But we're gonna read, it's a universal lore. We're gonna read all of this. I don't know which is okay, so some might be speculative or inaccurate. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so so basically this could be inaccurate, but still. Yeah, you know. Okay, so here we go. We start off with the Black Squad Division. I fucking hate this. These people fucking wreck me. Like, they go with their guns and LMG or their Kimbo pistols, bro. They fucking wreck me. Unit Alpha to me, eliminate the intruders, scrub out this rot, kill, let's end this. Yep, you know it. Alright. Kurwa jebane, that's so much fucking lore. Alright, but here we go. Among the reinforcements required for various merc operations, a certain Black Squad Division may rarely, and I mean rarely because I still couldn't get them on camera, but I have encountered them like 3 times, intercepted them. Adored in a dark jet black gear and welding, powerful suppressed weaponry, they are formidable for as much smaller entity compared to the AOF. They have less equipment distribution, making them substantially more powerful than the mercs, which is pretty bad. Little is known about this organization, or if it's even an organization at all. Contracted by the Blackdown, some speculate it is an ultra nationalistic terrorist group willing to go to extreme lengths to achieve its lofty goals, whatever they may be. Otherwise, believe it is a freelance agency whose interests simply conflict with the AOF's anomaly traffickers' intent on profiting from using anomalies for their objectives, or simply anomaly hunters, much like the merc who mistakenly view the OF as a threat. I don't think the OF is good either. I mean, come on. Nevertheless, the prevailing theory regarding their origins suggests that the Black Squad is a rebel faction made up of the elite, goddamn, AOF directioner guards, solely focused on creating chaos and distribution to obstruct the AOF. Even though they oppose the AOF, they are aware and lack foresight. A world divided against itself stands no chance against the horrors of the dark plane. I'm about to burp. My fault. Regardless of their identity, engineers do not want the rest of the AOF hierarchy to be familiar with the interceptors. Yeah, here it is. Hierarchy. It's a hierarchy. Most consistently, once a Black Squad operative is detected in the field, mercs are ordered to KOS. I'm guessing kill operator squad. I don't know. Syria. Is this my geography is bad. Is this a country? My geography is bad. I'm so sorry. Caliburn. A perfectionist yet perceived as inferior. Everyone has weakness, but in the modern era, you can always make up for them with implants and augmentations. When you're in charge of a squad of mercenaries with a history of intersections, you to be damned, not to ensure you're a leader to be trusted through charisma and efficiency. Not though mere obligation, no matter the cost. You won't let them be without light as you have been your entire life. Stella, one hurt from insidious decay that continues to spread from what was. Life's too grand to be lived sitting in an office all day. Oh God, this is actually a good quote. Life's too grand to be lived sitting in an office all day. This is a good quote, guys. Make sure you think about that. Your instinctions were handed by your ancestors to be weapons. Use them. Live life the way it was to be intended to live, in a constant tug of war between life and death, not in some office wasting time on negotiations. And when you have allies to protect, it just sharpens your blade to ever greater heights. I agree about the office part, but I don't know if we need just constant war. I mean, I'm chilling, reading this. I don't think I want a bomb to fucking fly my house. Augur, one gnawed with anxiety, ached with panic. Pray to God that doesn't remember you. You're not a very lucky person. You ended up here after all. You're fought out of your depth, essentially dragged into this gang of defectors without any sense of your own volition. A life in the shadow doesn't suit you, and you don't think it ever will. Well, there's not much you can do about it now. You can hope you can weather the storm before it swallows you whole. Maybe there'll still be yes, I'm fucking breathing to read this long ass text. Alright, chill out. Maybe you'll still be able to look out at your reflection in the mirror after everything's over. Horizon. I'm not saying that word. A nihilist, seeing nothing forward yet moving forward. You're selfish and you know it. In the end, all you do is your job, and though you're so damn good at work, you can't help but think that the office culture life is beneath you. Friends will inevitably be used as stepping stones, bonds built merely on the quid pro quo. In that case, it'll probably be better to try shut the world out than suffer the stigmatization. At least nothing in a dream can hurt you. Yeah, but it's a dream. Here's their logo. Yes, sir. Big ass logo. Okay. So that was the squad division. The Black Squad division. Now we're gonna read the anomaly A-888. The thing itself. I don't know. It's my first time reading this. Damn. All right. Anomaly in the anomalous field exhibits properties beyond the control of the AOF, warping our reality, stealing its essence, and to fit its horrific machinations. Machinations. Designation, you know, the game name. There are several common misconceptions about the anomaly AA, such as the designation refers to a singular entity or collective of anomalies. This document will attempt to clear up those inconsistencies. A-888, my fault, is not a singular anomaly, but an anonymous metaphenomenon. It exerts influence far greater than any known rift, despite being classified as an anomalous field. In layman's terms, it is an anomalous field. Rifts, we have rifts, okay. Rifts typically act as conduits, transporting anomalies from dark plane or generating a singular type of anomaly, sometimes uniform cultures of the same identity. The mechanisms of this process follow recognizable correlation patterns, but AA shattered these expectations. Okay. A-888 violates these already frail laws. It does not simply transport, but it manifests a bestiary of anomalies, both known and unknown to the AOF. Within its spheres of influence, A-888 appears to mimic the very principles that govern the dark plane. Oh, but I read the dark plane after this. The dark, wait, where am I? The dark plane itself, the ripples of reality. The field learns, adapts, and evolves, taking form and directly changing due to Merc deployment and interference. Okay. Anomalies viewed our tools as nothing but dirt and metal, but now A-888 uses the same earthly materials to general constructs of its own. It possesses contradictory ability to inherit aspects of our world and understands how to acquire, assimilate, and weaponize our reality. That ain't good. A-888 similarly behaves to the rift, expanding continuously unless tethered by the dissension anchors. However, its anomalous activity is directly proportional to the human preference within the field. The greater the presence, the faster and more violent A-888 adapts and journeys new threats. This is known as the hazard level principle. Consequently, no more than 6 Merc operators are to be deployed to an A-888 manifestation. Whenever an A-88 manifestation is detected, a small team of AOF engineers is to be immediately dispatched to set up dissension anchors and scatter them around, giving the air to maximize the reach of the anchor's influence. Following this, Mercs are to be deployed to periodically activate, calibrate, and restabilize the anchors to ensure A-888's influence regresses, though the hazard level principle makes this task difficult. The hazard level principle, extracted from previous research expeditions, is a term that localizes the progression of the severity of the manifestation of anomalies within roughly every minute. The hazard level, increases by 1. The higher the hazard, the more powerful and diverse the anomalies become. Every 10 hazard levels, exploration teams note that AA momentarily retracts its influence, entering a dormant state. During this brief period, reality was significantly stabilized to the point where anchor activation may be temporarily suspended, and Merc teams will be able to exfoliate to recover from the situations. However, A-888 will inevitably return to its original strength. Furthermore, as hazard levels increases, so does the probability of an anchorage paralyzation, seen in some Class A anomalies. A-888 is capable of creating organic materials that temporarily halt the mechanisms of dissension anchors, restricting access and activation. Furthermore, there is high correlation that the closer the Mercs are to an anchor, the higher the chances of an anchor paralyzation event will afflict that particular anchor. Fucking smartasses, huh? It is unknown what the consequences of the localized area are when the Mercs fail to consistently activate anchors. Failure to keep reality stable will likely result in field instability, resulting in the instantaneous death of operating Mercs and the assimilation of that section of reality to the total mass of 888 or the dark plane itself. The A-888 is classified as a Class A anomaly with manifestations occurring roughly once every decade. Wow. However, its appearance carries the potential for pandemonium for humanity. In response to this threat, the AOF initiated Project Creedbaker, a program designed to provide training simulation to the Mercs, replicating effects and chaos of A-888 sheer power, updating according to the most recent appearance of A-888. Though files remain heavily redacted under the directive of AOF engineers, Mercs may deduce that BSD, the fucking Black Squad, operatives or other replica anomalies encountered at high hazard levels are merely fabrications created. There was a helicopter. Encountered at high level hazard are merely fabrications created on the AOF based on prior enemies to test their capabilities. It is possible that the scenarios generated by the Creedbaker program exceeds our current understanding of A-888, but it is crucial that we are prepared for every and all threats. A-888 blurs the boundary between our world's reality and that of the dark plane. Consequently, the AOF has reallocated significant portion of its budget to mobilize, augment, and train Mercs to confront this threat. It is an adaptive abyss, reflection of our own ingenuity turned against us. It is containment demands vigilance, sacrifice, and an unwavering dedication to preservation of humanity. We will not falter. We will not fail. Damn, that's the thing. Yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, we have three more things. We have three more things. We have dark plane. Dark plane. The dark plane and the anomalies. Okay. Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and an opposite reaction. Proven by Gilliam theorem, the dark plane is an alternate mirroring reality identical to our own. Little is known about this dimension, though one of the main established principles that the reality shaped by the psychic echoes of actions and emotions of sentient beings, in case humans, these causes ripples in reality, and this concept is what governs the dark plane. It is reality committed from heart-formed emotions shifting according to the activities respective on Earth. In broad sense, anomalies are byproducts of the dark plane, though they could range from entities, objects, or phenomenon. Ripples of scorn, hate, fear, and anger, damn, come to manifest and be known as anomalies, creatures describing as shambling carcasses of flesh and bones. Anomalies are organisms that represent a regressed form of what can be classified as a primal sapiens. While incredibly diverse in their attributes, some are territorial, other predatory, and other lack object permanence, and other possess intelligence and ability to speak. Who the fuck is speaking to us? A recording theme units them. Nearly all recorded instances capable of motion are hostile and aggressive towards all forms of life on Earth. Some anomalies exhibit the ability to manipulate their psychological functions, releasing specific gases or electrolytes. Others can manifest and harden their shells to create crude and blunt tools. Though their forms vary, they often represent human fears made manifest. The dark plane's existence is an antithesis of our own, and its presence can cause catastrophic reality-altering phenomenon, most commonly known as rifts. These rifts are portals, gateways that bridge between two dimensions. Anomalies and anomalies could emerge from these rifts. Generated from rifts are anomalous fields. A phenomenon does not represent the byproduct by anomalous that does not represent a byproduct of anomalies. Fields are areas that exponentially expand unless counteracted. This reality-altering phenomenon often attracts and empowers active anomalies, posing a profound threat to humankind. Both rifts and anomalous fields allow for a glimpse of dark plane, but the reality itself is currently accessible to current technological standards. Anomalies are categorized from D to A, increasing in threat, severity, and intensity. Class D anomalies are rare. They tend to be small threats, such as the size of small domestic animals that can easily be disposed of without significant combat training. Class C anomalies are more common and considered lethal to human life if unchecked. Class C could rack up multiple casualties. Class B anomalies are classified as dangerous, and it is crucial to neutralize, study, and contain them as quickly as possible. All Class B anomalies have potential to cause significant havoc and damage to human life, particularly uncontained urban environments. However, Class A anomalies are most destructive forms of catastrophe constructed by the dark plane, but they are also rarity, each designation manifesting once every decade. Class A anomalies are capable of causing irreparable damage to human society, and their containment is neutralizing and depends full mobilizations of the AOF resources. Anomaly A-888 is one such instance, and it is our job to neutralize it. Okay? Alright, two more. The dissension anchors. These things. An anchor is a heavy object that keeps ships securely in place. Similarly, dissension anchors are created by the AOF serve a comparable purpose. The early versions of these anchors were called high-frequency node generators, developed by the Merck company. These devices combine electric, magnetic, and gas generators to create distorting fields that emits noticeable and detectable frequencies when an anomaly enters its range, simultaneously interfering with the anomaly senses. However, these devices were poorly documented and underwent numerous iterations by hundreds of engineers. Despite these challenges, Shirley Glenn and Jim Modem successfully utilized utilized remnants of the generators' blueprints to design the dissension anchors we use today. While generators are used to mitigate some anomalous effects, the anchors can completely stabilize our world by immediately eliminating rifts, which in turn cease anomalous field generation. Their functions and assembly are heavily classified up to the upper echelon of the AOF, particularly the AOF engineers, but their designs are vastly simple, allowing for engineers to set them up with 10 minutes and exfiltrate before any major anomalous threat attacks them. 10 minutes, that's crazy. A common question is why most anomalies do not target or attack dissension anchors. The reason lies in perception. Anomalies do not view the world the same as humans do, and those who possess some understanding lack the intellect to grasp the concept fully. To them, it is an alien idea, and their instinct is to ignore it, as engaging things beyond their composition has often led to serious, sometimes lethal consequences. This perception is also why anomalies feel compelled to attack us. They see us nothing more as prey, much like wolf views a rabbit. Anomalies interpret dissension anchors, and by extension much of our equipment, gear, and weaponry as mere collections of iron boxes and copper tubes. In short, the dissension anchors are crafted instruments of the AOF engineers to eliminate rifts, prevent the generation of anomalous fields, tethering our reality against the influence of the dark plane. Here we go. The thing that is doing it all. Prologue, the Anomalies Occult Foundation. This is who we work for, huh? This totally looks safe. Since 1910. They've been doing this for a century now. 1910. Y'all see this? 1910. That's crazy. Ooh, it's a lot. Okay. Alright. Always guarding, always vigilant. In the 20th century, an alternate reality, later to be named the Dark Plane, intersected with the current universe. These intersections created catastrophic rifts, portals into the Dark Plane, which in turn generated anomalous fields, equally elusive reality distorting phenomena. From these rifts emerged anomalies, a diverse assortment of hostile entities and organisms. The appearance of these anomalies led to creation of paramilitary mercenary groups. The first and official mercenary company, called Mobile Elimination and Reconnaissance Company, came to light in 1910. This has been going on for a century. This agency is the longest standing and most well-funded organization that provides free healthcare, access to many supplies at a fair discount, a livable wage, insurance, and a lot more benefits for the average person who wants to take up arms against anomalous threats. Bro, sign me up. Sign me up. I'll take the fucking night demon by myself. Early Merc engineers also made highly frequency node generators established to counteract the influence of anomalous fields. Though they were hefty and difficult to install, by the 1950s, Merc Co. has fully integrated and partnered with newly formed AOF. AOF, founded in the early 1950s, the Anomalous Occult Foundation was and still is the most powerful and influential organization in the world, with operations that span the globe, formed by prestigious figures, scientists, veterans, politicians, and great minds alike. The AOF is a scientific research center dedicated to handle anomalies in every conceivable form. It partners not only with Merck, but also numerous other organizations, corporations, and agencies. Three key OF researchers ushered in the modern era a golden age technological advancement that dramatically reshaped human society. Jin Modern revolutionized everyday technology to be developing crucial tools for detecting and responding to anomaly incursions, embedding advanced detection systems, global alert networks, and specialized anomaly-proof alarms. Shirley Glenn's research focused on metaphysical effects of the dark plane, leading to technologies capable of predicting, mitigating, and countering its influence. Warren Bayanow spearhead advancements in military technology, providing humanity with weaponry and vehicles necessary to defend against anomaly threats. The collaboration between Modem and Glenn resulted in the creation of dissension anchors based on blueprint of the high-frequency node generators. Instead of merely preventing some anomalous effects, these anchors are designed to stabilize all rifts instantly while anchoring the the given area field to the real world. Their construction has been significantly simplified based on high frequency node generators to allow AOF engineers to deploy rapidly in the field and exfiltrate quickly. It is true to let others live in the light, we must die in the dark. But to die alone is allowing to the dark overwhelm the light while it is blind. For the AOF, it's not just your family, for not just your country, it is for humanity. In the past 2 centuries, the AOF, 2 centuries is crazy. The AOF has stood as humanity's bulwark against the unknown, and we sure as hell won't stop there. What a bulwark! I mean, yeah, here they are. This is what we work for. All right. Yeah, you can get to the Trello for this game. You know, here on my post. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm out.